You know, she did not see Krishna before at all. If you tell somebody that, without seeing your partner you marry, what would you do? No way, right? How can you marry somebody who look? But Rukmani never seen Krishna before. You know, she just heard about Krishna, right? So that's what the hearing comes in. You know, we can just hear about Krishna. We don't have to see Krishna. Krishna says, I enter through your ear, into your heart, and then I manifest. So we just have to hear about Krishna. Rukmani just heard about Krishna, you know. And look at this, what happened. Continuously hearing, and she become so Krishna conscious there, right? That just one letter she wrote to Krishna. That I am in trouble, Krishna. If you don't save me, I'll be gone. Because my brother Rukmi was going to get me married to Shishupala, who was the demon. We remember that, right? He was killed by Krishna. He's looking just in. So he says that he will, get me married to Shishupala. So you come immediately. So it writes in our scriptures also that Krishna, just like the lions and the jackals, you know, Krishna with that speed, he goes and yank her out with her chariot out of the whole, congregation that was going on there into the marriage ceremony. And he take Rukmani, get her out of there and take it to the chariot. What? Just that she was remembering, just remembering. And she just wrote a letter. And Krishna is called the Vatsa, right? You all know that. Bhaktas are so dear to Krishna that every time there is something comes up, Krishna comes. You can see that. But you have to let it go, you know. So when Draupadi also asked Krishna, right? How come it gets so late? But Krishna said, you were trying to protect yourself in your own way. You never asked me. You didn't let it go. Then Krishna, you will help me. The time is let it go. Then Krishna, whatever you, that time I came. And same thing with us. We have to let it go and say, Krishna, you the only one who can do it for me. I cannot do it. It is not my ability. So here also, Prabhupada writes, to act in Krishna consciousness is the duty of every living entity. Because why? Why is our duty? Because Krishna says you are a part and parcel of me. Mame vamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. You are my part. And when I'm a part of you, Krishna, then my duty is to serve you. Right? My finger's duty is to do what I want. Right? I can. Otherwise, if the finger is cut off, it is no value. Right? Is that as long as it is attached to the body, it has a value. Otherwise, it is not. Similarly, we are also like that screw fallen of the machine, which is no value. Until unless you join back to the machine, then we can operate. Yeah. This is what's going on here. And in Krishna consciousness, the duty of every living entity, because all are constitutionally part and parcel of the Supreme. The part of the body work for the satisfaction of the whole body. Right? I'm not getting anything from it. Why should I work and go and get the paycheck and feed you? Right? And it stops. What happens? The first day where you cannot walk anymore because there is no energy left. Same, you know. The limbs of the body do not act for self-satisfaction, but for the satisfaction of the complete whole. Similarly, the living entity who acts for satisfaction of the supreme whole and not for the personal satisfaction is the perfect sannyas and perfect yogi. So here also, it is telling us in this text number 6, that this is the sum and substance of chapter 6. The what I just talked in few lines. You know. So here also says that what we achieved by eightfold mystic yoga system, right? Which can be achieved by just karma yoga or acting in Krishna consciousness, because eightfold yoga system is designed to control the mind, Now, because we are in such a age of Kali that we cannot control our mind. So this eightfold yoga system, which on the corner they are calling us. I was at the Samarlin Mall site today, and I saw so many people in the yoga mat. And I was thinking inside that they are going to be fooled today. I was thinking, I didn't tell them. But we are wasting that 1 hour. You can get the same result by chanting Hare Krishna for at least half an hour. What you did for 1 hour, up and down and this and that, and says you just meditate on some line and this and that, you know? And then we have seen how these yoga people has cheated us, right? Haven't you seen repeatedly? Have you not seen? What was that guy? His name? Every corner and down here, the yoga. So Vikram yoga. And see what happened. Who got cheated? Us. He thought that he was going to do good for us. We believed in him. And look at this. All the signs were gone. I said, how come I see every corner? Because it's a temple. You cannot continue on this material thing because it's temple, material thing. It cannot go on, you know? And that's what happened. Name and fame and all the stuff, power and everything comes along and it takes you down, you know? So similarly, here, it's simply a waste of time. Srila Prabhupada also says that here. I didn't know you wrote it. And it's for show only. Prabhupada always says, that's why I also say the same thing what Prabhupada said, that these yogas are nothing but the physical gymnastic, you know, body comfort. If you can control your mind and put it back into Krishna consciousness, sure, you can do it. You know. And as long as that's why I also resisted yoga all the time. As a Prabhupada says, this is not needed to chant Hare Krishna. Because Hare Krishna chanting is the whole thing. The constitutional position of the living entity to carry out the order of the superior, which is Krishna. As long as one's mind remains an unconquered enemy, one has to serve the dictation of the lust, anger, avarice, and illusion. Because those who don't have knowledge, they're not going to think in this direction that how I should reduce the lust, how I should reduce the avarice, how I should reduce the anger, how I should reduce these illusions, you know. We are not thinking because why? Because we go under the direction of false ego. You know, false ego take us over. You know, we are saying to everybody that I know everything. You know, I can do everything. I know this can be done. You know, like I can do it. You know, I am the one. I am the owner of it. I am the one who is doing this thing. If I would not have done this, this could not have been done. You know, false ego. You know, false ego take over and we sacrifice our devotional service in false ego, under false ego. You know, in that fire of false ego. We continuously do that. We have to realize this. That is the reason we have to stay in touch with this fire of a knowledge given in this Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, so that we can continuously tell ourselves that it's not you know, Krishna here, Prabhupada writes that but when the mind is conquered, one voluntarily agrees to abide by the dictations of the personality of body. Then we get dictation after we voluntarily surrender to Krishna. You see, again, you come direction. Okay, Krishna, whatever you say, I will do. Just like Arjuna. Keep on arguing, keep on arguing, keep on arguing, keep on arguing, right? And at the end, he says, Karishya Vachana. After that, they okay, I understood everything and I can do it now, Krishna. You know, same thing, us too. We are so resilient, uh, you know, and we don't want to do it. We don't want to voluntarily surrender to Krishna. You know, that's the reason of problem. And that's why we are not chanting, you know, and we are not believing into chanting. or we have no faith into chanting because we said that I can go to next here a corner, a yoga place, and I can finish the business what I wanted to be done. So it's not happening. So this is the reason it is situated within the heart of everyone as a Paramatma. So we also have to see this. This is actually connected to Bhagavad Gita, you know. Iswaraha Paramam Krishna. No. Iswaraha Sarvabhutana Hridayasya Arjuna Tishtiti. Brahmayana Sarvabhutani Yantra Rautani Maya. Krishna says Bhagavad Gita. And again, it says in chapter 12 you know, that I am in everybody's heart. And ultimately, who you want to know by studying these Vedas? Who you want to know? Who do you want to know? Do you want to know something? What do you want to know? Krishna says, I am to be known. Vedascha sarva ramneva vedyo Vedanta videva jam. I want to be known. So why are you waiting? Right? Why do you think it's so long? You know? Why have to wait till I become thinking? You know? We should be starting Komaram Achit Prati. Bhagavatam Dharman Prabhupada says, Komaram Achit Prati. When you are in a tender age, you should learn this. Dharma Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavad Dharma? What is my Sanatana Dharma? What is my duty? You know, that's what we should do. You know. So this is what exactly here. This yoga system in this chapter 6 has been taught to us. One option is given because when we are not given option, then we think, what about this? We think, what about this? You know, we keep on arguing, you know. So Krishna gave all options to Arjuna, you know, and finally Arjuna says, Karishya Vajana, right? So that's what we, you know. So anyway, I will end this here right now. Uh, in the last line, Srila Prabhupada said, the real yoga practice entails meeting the Paramatma within the heart and then following his direction. For one who takes to Krishna consciousness directly, perfect surrender to the dictation of the Lord follows automatically. It automatically comes, you know. You become so addicted that you said, I want to stay. I want to come here. I want to engage into the service, you know. And we cannot think that my neighbor is not doing it, so I don't need to do it. Because this is your individual journey in this material world, right? Prabhupada explained that family, just like, you know, there are some straws in the sea, with one wave, all the straw get together. And the another wave comes in, and all the straw is separated. Those are us. You know, we get separated. We keep on thinking that this is my wife, this is my children. So we have to come to this little bit of a conclusion that yeah, they are fine. They are my wife, my duty is a promise to take care of them. But you become Krishna conscious and then become Krishna conscious. This is wrong. Your wife said, don't go to the temple, you said you come along. Eventually, she will walk. So you have to come like that. Eventually, Krishna changed the heart of the wife. Heart of the husband too, that they come with. And they engage with Krishna. So it is your individuality, your individual soul, and you should come and you should chant Hare Krishna on Friday. So I will just stop it here until this. If you have any question or comment, please. So today, as I was saying earlier, that this is a Purushottam month, and Lord Purushottam, uh, beginning today, we will be offering the Via. We have Krishna himself and Lord Jagannath is also Purushottam. So they are the supreme person, and there are some benefits of unit. Some spiritual advancement in Purushottam. So we should doing it. We should be doing that.
एक मिनिट माता जी वेट कर
So you can say what are the real benefits of Purushottam?
दामोदर थोड़ी करते हैं इस पे तो।
So this month is considered the most favorite month, and of all the months, Purushottam month is Krishna's favorite month. Gita Krishna says, "I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as the supreme person." That is Bhagavad Gita 15.18. The Lord Creator Jagannath is also known as Purushottam.
माता जी
He is
हरि बोल अभी शुरू मत करिए
कीर्तन कीर्तन
Um, so also it is very, very important for all of us to purchase some books also in this month. We recommend at Iskcon, you should have in your house a Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita if you are aware of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered the PhD of the spiritual knowledge, and Srimad Bhagavatam is considered the post-graduation study of the spiritual knowledge. So every Sunday we open a bookstore here, and our friend Sunday Prabhu is normally there, and we will be distributing books. So if you are interested to keep or purchase Srimad Bhagavatam in this month of pursuing the study of Krishna, then I think it will be very nice for you to take one step home. And given really the price and everything is not very, very much, so you can purchase that here. Also, we have a lot of other books which is available. So you can ask him the question too, that what this book is all about. He can tell you the complete thing about the book also. Yeah. And finally, I also wanted to let you know that we are very close to reaching the bigger deities here. And for that, we are doing these cabinets over there, and we have an expense of $50,000 to do that. We do have about 30 to 35,000 reserved for that, but we are still short of 10 to 15,000. So any of you want to get engaged into the service of Krishna and help us this doing the cabinets for Sri Radha Govind in the back, then they can always uh, reach out to me or Vikram or um, or Vidyapati Prabhu, and then we could help you get engaged with the service of Krishna. No, we cabinet service. We are going to do it, you know. So Radha Prabhu tells me all the time, whenever I get disappointed that I don't get any funding for it, and he tells me that Krishna only accepts the fund from those who he wants to accept. He doesn't accept from everybody. So that is also our guidance. So please engage in the service of Krishna through this one opportunity you have. And after that we will be able to
separate ना दोनों
here pretty soon. Okay. Very good. Thank you.
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
Okay. So I think we also are offering today's prasadam for our widow Chandra Mehta. She's part of our congregation here.
हरि बोल
And she also is very expert in how to create the Krishna Lila. And she also does drama from the Krishna Lila. And some of it that she
ये
also the Krishna Lila. But I would like her to get
इसका नाम है गीता
and we are very thankful to her for being there, sponsoring our peace here print, and that is the reason. And she is giving a part of the what she did one act outside of this coming here, and she gathered some fund and she wanted to teaching me this morning who is God and human responsibility. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Very much.
Right.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare.